Hey everyone, Jordan here again with another full self-driving video. This time we're finally on 14.1.4 on our Hardware 4 Model X. I've been doing the videos on a Hardware 4 Model Y, and I'm very curious to see how our car performs in comparison to the Model Y. I've been doing some light driving. It definitely seems to be a bit of a jittery version in comparison to V13, but I still think that it's worth going on a drive. I'm starting out in SoHo in Manhattan today. We're going to go into downtown Brooklyn. We're going to do some loops, and we're going to come back around. Decided to kind of avoid the financial district because I've done a lot of videos down there. This is going to be an interesting one. We're going to take two bridges. We're going to go into the West Village some more. These roads really are not fun to drive on. They're very bumpy. I'm going to try to switch between the modes as well. We're going to start, I think, in Mad Max, and based on how we drive, I'll move between standard and hurry and just see how it goes. Without further ado, we can get started. The Model X and S still have the self-driving button here. They made it match the width of the navigation button. It's a little different than on the 3 and the Y. It's like a little button on the 3 and the Y. We'll get it started now, and we'll see how it goes. So immediately, we're thrown into reverse. This is a tight spot. I don't know if the car is going to be able to get out here. It's a very tight spot. Someone pulled up behind me while I was recording the intro. Gotta do one more. I don't want to end up at the body shop. There's a tight squeeze. And the Model X makes it out without a problem, thankfully. The model, I can tell, is trained mostly on the 3 and the Y. I mean, I think everyone understands as much as that. So there are certainly things that the car does that feel a little bit awkward with the X and the S. There's literally a truck in the middle of the lane here, and the light is green. I cannot go. This guy is completely stuck. Nice job. That's super fair to start, and we have a very interesting starting point. It's also Halloween, which is going to make the pedestrian interactions even more unique. And now we're kind of stuck in the middle here. There's actually no red light on this light. It's broken, which is going to make this even more interesting. And let's just see what happens. I'm kind of stuck in the middle, and there's also no one moving in the other direction. And I hope that the car just waits and clears the intersection when it can, because now we're just kind of jammed in the middle.
You're listening to LZS Music, ambient AI vibes.
So I just overrode the car there because it was on the previous route, and it looks like the Holland Tunnel is closed or something. I don't know. We're gonna have to cut across here in this tight little area. So far, so good. See, there's a bit of brake stabbing from the pedestrians, and that's okay. All right, holy moly. I had to adjust the route as a result of being stuck in one spot for 10 minutes. That was not great. I am going to let the car drive. I'm going to have to adjust it probably some more because I don't really want to go anywhere near the Holland Tunnel right now. It is not great, but we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll adjust it and remove some stops and just go up this way and try to cut back into like the East Village or something like that now, rather than, you know, torturing myself by sitting in bumper to bumper traffic and making a boring video. So here's an interesting scenario. There's a bit of brake stabbing, and the pedestrian, see, it's letting these people cross. I'm kind of stuck in the middle now, and it really shouldn't have done that. That's not really a great behavior. It's those like last second pauses where it thinks that it's going to need to do that, and then you're kind of just like giving it too much control. The people are going to take advantage of it every single time. This is an especially brutal day to go for a drive. Oh, see, it wants to go around this guy, but it can't because so this is a weird move. Kind of a trippy decision that it just made. It thinks that this car is parked in the middle here, so it's going around it because it saw this Rivian come off the curb. We're finally moving again. There's so much traffic today. This is brutal. There's a cop in the middle of the street. Car kind of gives the guy more space, which is nice. Alright, and see there's a car getting a little bit scared. It's doing okay. The police waved it through, it worked. Now this guy is also we're going. That was really good. They got waved through by the police, and the car did not stop in the middle and make a dumb decision. Great. That was pretty good. Wow. Again. Alright, we're going around this stopped car. Oh, the car hit the brakes because the guy on the bike popped out. That's pretty good, but now we're on the wrong side of the road. That's nice. It waited to go behind this guy on the bike. Oh, and now it gave like a little bit of a wag to get around that. That was nice. Oh, there's a little bit of like hyper jitterness going around the people. Not terrible, but still a little odd. Alright, now we're going to make a right turn. There's just a little bit of weird steering, but not too bad. Oh, that's what I was saying. Alright, that's really wacky. The car thinks a little bit too hard. Alright, so here, there's a dog in the middle of the street. We have the green light. We should be going, and these people are just taking advantage of us right now. And we're going to go, but in that scenario, you should not do that, and then the car is really terrified. And there's a horrible brake slam. I had to tap the pedal there. It is so terrified of people driving. And man, oh man, is it never more apparent than when the people are like out in the street. It was never like this on V13. Oh, there's another one. A lot of brake stabbing. This isn't even brake stabbing. It's just terrified. All right, let's see. All right, so I think we have street parking enabled for this. All right, that was a great move. I wonder if we'll just pull over to the left here and park. Maybe after it's the next light, so it's going to keep going. And this street is like half closed because it's blocked off for trick-or-treating and whatever. Kind of interesting. And we're off. Car gave a little brake study that a person walking out. Alright, so let's see. There is a like illegal parking spot or something right here. Let's see if it like kind of creeps in. is a fire hydrant, but this is what I would do, I guess, in this scenario. Let's see if it like ticks its button. Yep, that's exactly what it's doing. It's pretty good. I'll give it a pretty good score. All right, so I removed a bunch of stuff in the village because, I mean, the Holland Tunnel is brutal right now. So instead, we're just gonna go up and over, you know, maybe let's do a little bit more driving in Manhattan first. I'm gonna add one more stop. All right, let's do that. Then we have this horrible interchange to get on the Brooklyn Bridge. That'll be fun. And I'm gonna press start stealth driving, and the car left itself a little bit of room to get out, and that's so confident and so beautiful. It's just so insanely jittery. It's definitely a Halloween drive. The car is very spooked, I guess I would say. It's a split left. See, it should not be giving these people control. I just had to tap the gas. It's just really it's really like overcautious to people, and then it just went there, and that was beautiful. That's what it should be doing. It's too nice right now. The car is too nice to the pedestrians. And we are still driving on Mad Max mode. It should be pushing through pretty much every scenario here, instead of stopping in the middle to let these cars through. Yellow light, went through that nice. Didn't slam the brakes, which is good. Oh, here's this interesting scenario. Oop, this guy cut back into our lane. I'm glad the car did not try to pass him. That was nice. I may have some weird situations here because there's a lot of buses and stuff that we need to deal with. And this guy's like illegally, oh, he put his flashers on. What it should do here is kind of go around him. Okay, that was pretty good. And then there's the right turn lane here. This is right, but we're gonna have to stay behind these buses. We have a very interesting right with this really crazy bus. My God. So there's a lot of pedestrians. There's the Joker. Welcome to New York on Halloween. There's some bikes. It's got to go right now. It's way less scared of the pedestrians that time than it was during our last turning sequence or dealing with the pedestrians. It's that situation. See that bike? I don't know why it just jabbed the brakes. I don't know if it thought that the person on the bike was going to come out or something. But oi, that was terrible. Alright, now this bus is like half in our lane. The car is getting a little bit over, which is nice. Alright, so this street is closed and the car thinks it's going down this way. Let's see if it starts to try to make the turn and realizes it. Oh, didn't even try. That's great. It did not even try. So the car saw that the street was closed, did not try it. Alright, we can keep going around the block. I'm just going to remove it because I can't ever park on that street. We're just going to let the car go over the Brooklyn Bridge. I could have probably left it, but I don't really feel like trying for a half hour to get to one destination. So it's rerouted, and we're going to the Brooklyn Bridge. Nice slowdown for the potholes and for the bumps. Waiting nicely for these people. See, that doesn't make any sense. This person is just standing there. Why is it stabbing the brakes? This cab is in the middle. This is when I wish the car could honk. Let's see if we can get around this guy. It's pretty tight. The car is really trying. This is very tight. Squeeze. Come on. You can do it. This cab isn't even paying attention. That was a good move. This is also really tight. It's really scared someone's gonna jump out. Spooky Halloween day. Got some people in their outfits. Ooh, that's bumpy. Let's pay attention. This guy's in the middle of the street. See, and it doesn't want to go. I had to hit the brake or the gas for it. It's so scared today. This is what I was seeing yesterday with it too. 14.1.2, sorry, 14.1.4 is a spooked version. Whoa. Oh, there's another hard brake tap. Let's just let the guy go, but it shouldn't be doing that. See, another one. It's so sketched out. And it did it again for this guy on the bike, and now I have to hold the pedal to go through because we're stuck in the intersection. It's just so scared. And we're on standard mode now. We're not driving in Mad Max or Hurry or anything like that. And it's going to have to go around this guy who's clearly in the wrong spot. And it put itself in kind of a bad situation, but it got itself out of it nicely. Now it's a yellow light, and now it's got to get back in the right lane. That's kind of a wonky spot, but it did great. Very frustrating how it can handle this perfectly, that whole situation, but then it gets spooked on a person standing on the side of the road right now. I know it's an early beta version of V14. This is why we test, to show it doing this. And look at it stabbing the brake a little bit before it gets up to the stop sign. Okay, and we're good. Now we're yielding for traffic. This is a very difficult merge. It's gonna have to pull all the way up and kind of try to squeeze itself in. Gonna do it? That is a great merge. That is a very difficult entrance to this bridge. And that car just like almost cut us off. Our car decided that it was going to just tap the brakes a little bit. I'm fine with that one. It's not going for any reason. That's weird. I'm hitting the brake, or I'm hitting the gas. Very strange. It's very scared today. Jeez. happens here because there's a lot of opportunity. There's a random brake stab. I just disengaged because this guy couldn't decide what he was going to do. I'm going to re-engage. And the car doesn't want to go because people are waiting. See, I'm hitting the brakes or the gas a lot on this drive. Never had to do this before. Waiting for the guy with the bike to come off the street, and then wasn't sure what it's want to do. Ooh, it's so nervous right now. Look at this. This is not great, but it's also just not driving very good. You're good. If the light's red. We're gonna remove some stops because I don't need to go on such a long drive right now with the car when we can all see the issues that I'm dealing with. I'm actually going to remove all but the last stop right now just because there's no reason to do this and people are just literally crossing the street and the car is giving them the time of the day to do it. And we're still in the standard mode. Let's scroll up to hurry, not Mad Max, and just see if it's any better or worse. And we got to go around this guy. That's the right move. It waited appropriately. Oop, that's a yellow. It should have gone through. I don't know why it slammed the brake there. Oh man. Tesla's gonna revoke my full self-driving after this because this is not a good look. This is why we test, and this is why I make these videos, because some versions are excellent, some versions are not. Should go. They're kind of stuck in the middle of these people. This is a weird move. Okay. Why is it doing this? It is such a clear mapping issue. I was supposed to get on the bridge. Why is it making me do this? Is there a reason? All right. Did they change the road or something? It doesn't want to go because this guy's like in the middle of the intersection. All right, it just went. Now we're going this way onto the bridge. Alright, and we're on the bridge-ish. That time it didn't get scared. I don't understand how it decides if it's scared or not. And see there, should have gone. I don't know what it's doing. It's stuck. It should be going. These people are in the street, but we should be okay to go. I had to tap the gas again, or the accelerator, whatever you want to call it. Now we got to go around this guy. Okay, and then we have to make an immediate left, so it kind of corrects back into the other side of the road, and then it does that. That's actually really good. How does it do that? And then it can't like deal with pedestrians. Right now, this version is just so scared, and this is also not right. Let's just see what it does. It should not be in the bike lane right now. Yep, and then this person's running across the street. Yep, stuttering, going around. Oh, it's because they were stopped. That's actually clever, but now it's in the lane for the right reason. I see. It went around that person because they were in the wrong lane to make a left or something, and now we're actually having the worst experience ever. Look at this. Ooh. Yeah. A very, very nervous car, and people are being directed forward instead. See, people were in the left turn lane. That's actually pretty good. See, but the police are waving me through, and the car is doing it, and that was good. Big bump. So much police today. Oh my gosh. All right. Good there. Holy mackerel. Buddy, it says no left turns except bikes. What are you doing? You're not a bike? That's a great move. Flashers on. Alright, let's see if it tries to park in a parking spot. I don't know if it's going to find any. There's no spots here, buddy. Is it just going to pull over? And it's decided that this is a place it can stop. It's not a parking spot. I guess it realized they were not available. Okay, so let's be real. That was a pretty brutal drive. I know that we're on 14.1.4. You know, this is a pretty early version of V14. It's vastly different than the experience that I had on the Model Y a few days ago. And boy, oh boy, do they have work to do to get this figured out as these people cross the street with the craziest Halloween costumes on. But more or less, a tough drive to say the least. No safety critical issues, but not a very comfortable ride. A lot of slamming the brakes, a lot of awkward maneuvers. Who knows if it's the Model X or if it's the version. I'm just looking forward to the next new one. But this is why we test. And if you've made it this far in the video, please like and subscribe to my YouTube. And yeah, follow me on X. And to the next video, which is hopefully on a version that is much more comfortable again. Have a good one.